Hi children, let us go to the second session. In this second session, we are going to discuss about the topic parts of the skeletal system. So what are the parts of the skeletal system? We have already discussed. What are those? Skull, rib cage, upper limb, shoulder girdle, hip girdle and lower limb. So let us discuss in brief about these topics. Okay, so the first one is skull. So what is skull? The head part bone is called as skull. See here, the skull is made up of two type of bones. One is cranial bones and facial bones. So upper part is called as cranial bones and lower part is called as the facial bones. The cranial bones will protect the brain. The cranial bones will protect the brain. Next, the facial bones will protect the eyes, nose, mouth and everything. See here, cranial bones protect the brain. Facial bones protect the eyes and nose. The skull is attached to the backbone. So this skull from the back side, it is attached to the backbone. See here, this is the skull. It is attached to the backbone. See, the center part is called as the backbone. So this supports the backbone. Okay. The next part is called as the backbone. So backbone is present backside of our body. It gives the support for the human being to stand or to sit or to bend. Okay, see here, the backbone or spine is made up of small bones called as vertebrae. See here, this is the backbone. In the backbone, if you'll observe small bones, see, this one is one bone, this one is one bone, this one is one bone. So all the small bones are joined together and form the backbone. So this backbone can be bent easily, can be stretched easily, can stand easily. So this can be moved very easily. Okay, that's why it supports the backbone to bend, to stand or to sleep. So in this, the single part is called as vertebrae. So overall this part is called as vertebral column. This part is called as vertebral column. Next, these are all arranged in one above the other to form a column. So single vertebrae will collect and form the backbone. So the overall part is called as vertebral column. The arrangement of vertebrae allows our body to bend or twist in different directions. The next one, see. The spinal cord passes through the vertebral column. Thus, the backbone protects the spinal cord. So spinal cord will pass through this vertebral column from inside. So this vertebral column will act as a protective layer for the spinal cord. Okay, this is the explanation of the backbone. Backbone is the support for our back and the spinal cord will pass through the vertebral column and protects the spinal cord. So this vertebral column will allow our body to twist, to stand, to sit and everything. Okay, so the next one is rib cage. What is rib cage? See here, this part is called as rib cage. Here the circular bones are attached one after the other. Let us read the functions. The rib cage is the framework of bones in the chest. See here, these are the framework of bones arranged one after the other, line by line. Next, it is made up of curved bones called ribs. These curved bones are called as ribs. Each one is called as a rib. The collection of rib is called as the ribs. Next, the ribs are attached to the vertebral column in the back and the sternum in the front. See here, the backbone is connected backside and also front side. So the backside portion, this portion is called as vertebral column, means this one. See, the vertebral column is placed backside and this front part is called as sternum. The front part is called as sternum. So the ribs are connected from the vertebral column to the sternum. Again vertebral column to the sternum. So it is like a cage. Yes or no? It is like a cage. In this we have the very sensitive parts like heart, lungs, kidneys and everything, and this rib cage will protect all those inner organs. Next, the rib cage protects our hearts and lungs. This rib cage will protect our heart and lungs. Next one, limbs. Limbs. What are the two types of limbs we have? Upper limb and lower limb. See, our arms and legs are called as limbs. Means what? Our hands and legs are called as limbs. We have one pair of upper limbs or arms and one pair of lower limbs or legs. Pair. Pair means what? See, pair means two hands will form a pair. So in this, how many pairs we have? One pair of upper limbs, one pair of lower limbs. See, the upper limbs consists of arm, forearm, wrist, palm and fingers. See, the upper part is having the arm, forearm, wrist and fingers. Next, humerus is the longest bone in the upper limb. See, this one is the humerus. It is the longest upper limb in upper limb. Next, the lower limb consists of leg, ankle, feet and toes. Legs, ankle, feet and toes. These are the toes. In this femur thigh bone, this is the femur. So this is the humerus and this is the femur. Is the longest bone in the lower limb. Here humerus is the longest limb and here femur is the longer limb. So we are having one pair of upper limb and one pair of lower limb. In this, humerus is the longest bone in the upper limb and femur is the longest bone in the lower limb. Okay. The next one is girdles. So here also we are having two type of girdles. One is shoulder girdle. The next one is hip girdle. The next one is hip girdle. See, there are two pairs of girdles in our body. The arms are attached to the shoulder girdle or pectoral girdle. The shoulder girdle is also called as pectoral girdle. The shoulder girdle allows circular or rotatory motion of arms. So see here, the shoulder girdle, this shoulder is attached to this hand is attached to the shoulder and between the attachment we have a ball-like structure so that the hand can be twisted and moved around with the help of the ball. That part is called as shoulder girdle. Or pectoral girdle. This part is also called as pectoral girdle. Next, the legs are attached to the hip girdle or pelvic girdle. See here. This part, the center part is also having a ball part so that we can move the leg anyway in any direction. So this part is called as hip girdle or pelvic girdle. So see here, this is called as shoulder girdle or pectoral girdle. This part is called as hip girdle or pelvic girdle. Okay, understood?